Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am back, and in this video I am going to be showing you guys one of the best ways to store your loose Lego instruction books, or instruction manuals as you may call them. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to store all different kinds of sizes of manuals along with what to use to store them. So let's go ahead and get right into this. So guys, just for distinction reasons, I'm going to tell you guys this. The different types of manuals I have to show you guys how to sort is poly bags right here, or smaller like $5 sets, and then we have like $10 to $13 sets. Up here we have $20 sets. This is $30 to $40 sets, and then we have some of the bigger sets that are more around $100 to $200. So those are the four types of manuals I have to show you guys how to sort. So let's go ahead and get into what you're gonna need. Alright guys, so here's what you're gonna need. You are going to need some Ziploc bags. You're gonna need sandwich and quart. I think you're also gonna need gallon. I didn't get gallon. I'm gonna have to run into the kitchen and get that. So you're gonna need sandwich size Ziploc bags, quart size Ziploc bags, and gallon size Ziploc bags, which will be here in a minute. And then you're also gonna need a bin to store your Legos, or not your Legos, your Lego instructions in. The bin size totally depends on how many instructions you have to store. This is a Sterilite bin. They're like $5, $10 at Target. So yeah, let's go ahead and I'll show you guys how to store them inside the Ziploc bag. Alright guys, so you can see I have a bunch of loose instructions here. These are about maybe $10 sets, $12 sets. So the best way to store these is in quart size bags. But as you guys saw, I'm already storing these, so no need to use a new quart size bag when I already have one. So let me go ahead and show you guys how to store these. So what you're going to want to do is, if you have any of these instructions from like the free buildable events or anything, you're going to want to put those in first. So we'll put this X1, or the X-Wing one, in first, and then the Nexo-Knights one. And then the best way to bag these is to take about 3 to 4 at a time, and then just kind of slide them in here. You might have to bend them a little bit just to get them inside, but then you can straighten them up. So you can see those are in there. So yeah, just grab about 3 to 4 at a time, and slip them in here. The bag size, as I said before, is really going to depend on how many instructions you have, along with the bin size, because if you don't have a lot of instructions, you probably don't need a huge bin until you get more instructions. And then these smaller, like poly bags, like this one's a poly bag, that's a poly bag, or maybe some smaller instructions, just kind of put those together like that and just slip them inside the bag. So then, if you don't mind your instructions getting bent, try to squeeze all the air out of there. That way they fold up and will sit as flat and as compact as possible. So now let's move up one size and start with those. Alright, so the next size I have is, these are like $20 sets, maybe some small $30 sets, or kind of like this Batman vs. Superman, a bigger instruction booklet for a $13 set. So the bag size you're going to need for these is gallon size. The gallon size are the best for this, but I already had these packaged, so no need in wasting a new Ziploc bag when we can just use the one I have. So you guys are probably wondering, well wait, these are big instruction manuals, they won't fit in sandwich size bags. I'll show you guys what you're going to do with the sandwich size bags in a minute. So as we were doing before, just get like 3 to 4 instruction manuals and stick them in here at once. There is going to be a little extra room on the sides. These are like just too long to fit in quart size bags, but they all fit nice and neatly inside. I do have 2 more bags of these. As you can see, 2 more big, thick bags of $20 instruction manuals, because those are mainly the sets I get. And then if you have sets like this that have leftover pieces, this is what you're going to use sandwich size bags for. So like, you're going to need sandwich size bags. And like, these are the red creatures. These are all the spare parts for the red creatures that are left over if you build the scorpion. Which, if you guys didn't see that 360, go check it out. It should be on the channel somewhere. So these are all the spare parts, and what I did is I just wrote on the bag what set this goes with. That way, if it's not sitting directly with its instruction manual, I know exactly which set it goes to. So you're going to want to squeeze the air out of these two, and then slip this in here, and put this in here. So, as I said before, you're going to want to fold out all the air once you zip them up. Yeah, so they can be folded and compressed as much as possible. So yeah, that's how you store your $20 to $30 set instruction manuals. So now let's go ahead and move on to the last ones, the last type of instruction manuals you're going to need Ziploc bags for. Alright guys, so now we move on to the little more oddly shaped instruction manuals. So you can see, like, I have a couple Minecraft ones up here, some Ninjago, mostly Lego City, because Lego City tends to do instruction manuals this size. Now, you're also going to need gallon size bags for these instruction manuals, and I'll show you guys how to do these. It's basically the same as all the other ones. You're going to want to take about 3 to 4. Some are not evenly shaped. Like, you can see all these Lego City ones are all uniform and fit together, whereas the Speed Racer one is not. So you can just put those in however you please. Doesn't really matter as long as they all get in here. As I've said before, I already have Ziploc bags storing these. These also keep it from getting wrinkled. As you can see, they're mainly in good condition, and they've been sitting in a Ziploc bag in a bin for about 6 months now, since I got them out of just sitting in a bin by themselves. So yeah, they're in pretty good condition, and this works pretty well. So as I said before, once you get them in the bag, you're going to zip up the bag, and you're going to want to squeeze all the air out. Now, in the next clip, we're going to start putting them into the bin. And you guys are probably wondering, well, wait, what are we going to do with the bigger instruction manuals? And I will show you guys what we're going to do with those in a minute. But here is these are like 30, some 30, because this is a $30 set, and then maybe $40 or $50 sets. So let's go ahead and move on to how to store these in the bin. Alright guys, so now here comes the tricky part. How to put all your instruction manuals in this bin. Now you're not just going to want to say, oh, $20, these are $13, I got some more $20 here. I mean, you're not just going to want to throw them in there to keep them from getting wrinkled. You're going to want to have some organization to this. So, now, how to organize these. You see these bigger instruction manuals for bigger sets, like $60 or maybe even bigger, you're going to want to put those in on the bottom, because these are the ones that will get wrinkled the least because they're the biggest. So, just going to want to put those on the bottom. I do have a lot of these because I like bigger sets. You do have to be careful though, since these aren't in bags. They do have a tendency to rip. As you can see, this one is not in the best shape, so I try to leave this one somewhere in the middle. That way it's got stuff on top of it and it's got stuff underneath it to help brace it. So wow, I have a lot of instruction manuals, and not even all these sets are put together. Most of them aren't. So there you go. Now you have these. Now, if you guys got any of the bigger sets that came out last year, like the Falcon, or the Temple of Air Jitsu, or even the Destiny's Bounty, you see that they've stopped going numbered and they've started binding them now, more like a book. Now, these I prefer to stay on top. That way they stay nicer and support the bags more than anything. So, You just put these on top. Alright, so now you're going to want to make sure these instruction manuals are all off to one corner or one side. And if you do have any instruction manuals that are odd shaped like this, that don't really fit with these instruction manuals, and they're just too small for these instruction manuals, I'll show you what to do with this size in a minute. So, first you're going to want to take this size, and you're going to want to put this size right here on top. So that'll go there, and then what I do is I take one $20 set of bags, or set of instructions, put it there, one set here, and then I take the smaller instructions, put them right there, and then the $20, the last bag of $20, to fit right there in this spot. Just trying to get all the air out. And then, last but not least, put this one, just plop it right down on top there. So, now, you take your lid, put the lid on, it should all fit, lock it up, you are all set to keep your Lego instruction manuals from getting ripped or damaged or anything. I do have to warn you guys though, this bin is quite heavy. It's really hard to lift with one hand. So if you're putting this on a shelf, make sure the shelf is very sturdy because these are very heavy when all put together in one space. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.